Exactly. So first things first, when you're going to Straddie, you got to catch the ferry. So we've just pulled in. Super easy. You pull into the ferry terminal, follow the blue line, and you will get to a check-in window where you give them your reference number and pay for it, or if you've already paid for it, they just say, yeah, no dramas, and then bingo, bango, there you go.
Bingo, bango.
Good one. They give you a ticket and a lane to pull into, and you drive on in, pull up, and I'll get out and show you around as to what the terminal looks like. But this is it. We're good to go. We got pole position, dear.
I know.
We'll be the first one on, and hopefully the first one off the ferry.
It's wicked.
And it's good. So a lot of people ask us, what time of year do you do your videos? We are going over on, what's the date, Dylan?
It's early Jan.
Early Jan,
Oh,
so the 8th. 8th of January 2020. So there you go. I think it's about a half hour, 40-minute trip from memory. We'll get on the ferry. We'll show you Amity Point and Stradbroke Island when we get there.
Woohoo.
Here we are, this is Straddie. It's 45 minutes across on the ferry, and then it's 18 kilometres to get from Dunwich, where it drops you off, to Amity Point, where we're staying. So it's all bitumen. We've got the van here, it's super easy. It's bitumen across pretty much the whole island, unless you want to take the beach accesses. We're going to show you all those, and we're going to show you where we stay. We're even going to do a sneaky little trip up the beach with the boys and swag it. Give Beck and Charlie some girl time alone in the caravan park. Keen for that, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah? Love this place. It's got a good vibe about it, doesn't it?
It's a really good island vibe. We've got some killer weather. Just going to have a good time, aren't we?
Looking forward to it. Here's one, there's a place that we haven't been before. There's a couple actually. One called Mayora Springs. It's hot dip, it's good on high tide for a dip. And another one that's just opened. I don't know why it was closed last time we were here, but there's a place down Main Beach called the Keyholes, and I think, well, I'm pretty sure it's called that because they look like keyholes from above. But they're little lakes or swimming areas. So we'll show you that, as well as Blue Lake, Brown Lake, Main Beach, Flinders Point Lookout,
You're just going to love this one.
I love it. There's water everywhere. Island life, a few coffees, a few beers. Giddy up.
Words can't let them bring you down. Still, silence will drown the sound. Nobody knows where the wind will blow. How can they tell what the future holds? Get out of your head. Don't say it won't yet. Push the pedal and lay back. Take a breath and stay on track. Find what you've been searching for. Turn.
Okay, so Justin and I are trying out tofu for the first time tonight. So I've just cut up like all our stir-fried veg, snow peas, carrots, capsicum, broccoli, but I'm just really not sure about the tofu.
Check it out. It actually looks like an old dishwashing sponge that you just pulled out of the sink.
So yeah, we're just trying to like try a veggie meal, so I don't know how it's going to pan out, but if you've got any cool tips on how to
probably
cook tofu or
brands, I reckon the biggest thing is going to be what type and what brand of tofu that's going to actually taste any good.
Anyway, we're going to give it a crack. So I'm just going to cut it up in cubes because that's what I think you do, and basically stir fry it. See how we go.
This is it stirred into our stir fry, right? We cut it up into little pieces like this and cooked it on the barbie, and I tell you, it's not gross.
No.
But it just doesn't really taste like anything.
Yeah, it's kind of tasteless, and this one's in a marinade, and you can't taste the marinade. Anyway, I'm thinking once it's all mixed in together,
it'll be fine.
it's going to be alright.
I think it'll take a while to get used to not having meat, I reckon. But anyway, We don't have to do it all the time. Do
No,
it
that's
once.
right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, once a week or fortnight.
We are on the beach. Hey, baby. Yeah. Look at that water. Oh my gosh.
This is the main beach access. And as you can see, it's pretty bloody soft. People getting stuck everywhere. And there's a bit of a lump just here. Oh, as soon as you get on the beach.
Oh, geez, that's a big one.
Gotta make sure you got your tyres down and you're ready to go. These poor buggers stuck. There's something about this. As soon as we get on the beach, we have someone stuck and we help them out, don't we, boys? But look at this. Look at the colour of that water on Main Beach Straddie. Oh, what a fantastic place, hey? Apparently, old mate Todd, his name was, I just got him out. He reckons there's heaps of campsites up here further down, like the isolated ones. So that's us. Good fishing and nice spot on our own in the camp. What do you reckon, mate?
Woo!
Woo! So when you come off the beach into the camp zone, it starts at about track 5 and you'll see the cuttings come up off the beach and they run along on this little bit of an inland track that is literally just behind the foredune. So there's the dune and the beach is just on the other side. And you just cruise along the inside here and then there's little cutouts for campsites like this here. Look at that. So I think we might try and, that's pretty cool, boys. What do you reckon about that?
Back up and go in there.
That was pretty nice, wasn't it? I'll jump out and have a look. So hot tip, I'm pretty sure you'd be mad if you tried to bring a caravan down to Main Beach because the inland track is all super tight and soft and a lot of these overhanging branches and that. And not only that, the cuttings to get into the campground are soft and low. And I reckon you'd be mad. I don't know. You'd have to do a bit of recon, and if you found a good spot, then you know you could get it in there. You could probably have a fair crack if you had someone else with you, but yeah, it's for me, it's a bit of a swag spot, eh? I like it. Ah, yeah, hey? Yeah. What do you think of this, mate? Not a bad little setup. Righto, lads, chuck it down, eh? You. All right, I'm gonna put this here, and we're gonna set up. Horning out, swags out. And we're going to kick down here and have a cold beer. Yeah. This is our campsite at Main Beach Straddie. Hey, give me a second. It looks like that lens is dirty. How's that? Wouldn't make my head look any better, I know. But check this out. Hey, we've come down. This is track 8. We've come up just here, and you can swing around, and we are absolute beachfront on the foredune. There's heaps of spots. I'm quite surprised actually because it's still school holidays. It's the 10th of January at the moment, and I've come away for just a boys' night. So I've left, we're at Amity Point in the van, in the caravan park and camping ground. I've left Charlie and Beck there and brought the boys out to kick the swags out. And oh man, am I glad I did, because this is just epic. I've got the boys set up. Look at them, they're smashing pistachios. Gonna leave any of them for me, lads?
Yep.
Oh yeah, right. Jeez, look at that.
That is
Look how many you've had.
That even if they're
How good are they, bud?
they're,
They are good.
so good.
So good.
Even if
Anyway, I want to take you for a quick walk around the campsite because I'll point out a few things. We always get asked questions like, oh, what was that hanging off here, or what's that chair, or what's this? So I'll just walk you through it and tell you what the stuff is, and it saves me answering questions later, and it's good info for you guys. So swing through. You've all seen the ute. We love the ute. It's just can't carry a tinny. That's what I don't like about the ute. Fridge, ARB 60 litre elements, Clearview drop slide. What's this one? Rhino-rack. It's good, but I've got to peg the bejesus out of it so it doesn't flip over in the wind. Here we go. Kitchen set up in the Norwell. I'll pull that out and cook on that one. A couple of new additions I've got in here. The Kitchen Buddy from Navigator. They're pretty sick. And a bin as well. And that folds flat so I can store it on top of my stuff. My bloody clothes and that up there. And I've also got these cargo gear boxes, which you'll see another one out here. They're collapsible as well. This is new. This is only a new product ARB got. It's just like a collapsible table. It's a lightweight aluminium one that puts together in a few seconds. So that's pretty cool. And also, this is a bit of a treat for us. We are going to try out a gas hot water shower. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched our Dirk Hartog video where everyone had a shower out of a water bottle. We put a few holes in the lid. That works, you know, but we're going to try something a little bit different. And see how we go. I don't think it's going to be suitable for us because it's a bit too much gear to carry, but I've got a few options. So anyway, there we go. I'm going to give that a run. So I bought a gas bottle along, and then I've got this new kitchen and bench from Norwell. They've had them out for a while, but I only picked one up in Cairns, so I'm pretty stoked to have it out for the first time here at Straddie. Anyway, there we go. That's us, main beach, right there. Look at that gutter starting to fill up. Oh, it's so good, eh? Swags tonight. Swags haven't been off for about 6 months. What a shame, eh? What am I doing? Far out. This is epic. This is like my absolute happy place. Need to do this more often. Now the boys are a bit older and they're keen as to come, I think I will. I'll start doing a few more missions. Leave Beck and Charlie at home. Actually, Charlie was keen to come as well. We had to bribe her to stay at home and have a girls' night. So it might be me and the kids. The missus can sit at home on her own and do what? I don't know. I'd rather be out here. So, dinner tonight is coming to you at an all new angle because it's up there. But what I do want to show you is something that I keep all the time in our ute, right? They're from Camper's Pantry and they're a freeze-dried meal. So if you ever get stuck out somewhere and you've got no food or you run out, I think it's a damn good option to have a few of these in your rig ready to go. Just all you need to do to eat these is boil the kettle, add like 200 or 300 mils of water. Now that's a big hot tip. There you go, 250. Read the instructions. We've stuffed up before. We've put way too much water in and it's just like, ends up being a soup. Still edible, but it's just a bit soupy. If you actually put the 250 in, mate, everything just revives itself and there's heaps of protein in there and they are actually super tasty, bloody good meals. But you need one each. So one of these will feed me, one of these will feed Beck, and I reckon, well, for the boys, you'd probably split them. I'm gonna try it tonight. I reckon they'll eat half each and I'll have one, and then we'll cook up a pudding as well. So there you go. Look at that, once you lay it out, can you believe it actually fitted in this one little case? Pretty good, eh?
how do they make us? Because we don't feel like steel, but how do you make us?
Who?
Like how the man make the human out of steel? Because we
But we're not steel.
I know, but how do you make us? Like it's barbed wire or something.
Told ya, Mum knows this. You have to ask Mum.
What? No, How do you know that?
No. I don't know, she's just clever.
And Dad, do you know what the hard question? And their skin. Really hard question.
No, what is it?
How did the world get into this universe?
How did the world get into this universe?
Well, how is this world if anybody wasn't at the world, what did it look like when it had many people on it?
You're not even 6, mate. I don't know.
I wonder how Santa makes the presents.
He's got his elves.
Oh yeah.
A bloody good night. Check this out. What do you reckon, man?
Oh man.
Oh, look at that. That is such a cool spot to wake up, Jacko. How'd you sleep?
Good. How's
Good?
yours?
Yeah. How'd you sleep, Phil? Good? This is so nice. Oh, alright, bacon and eggs, eh?
You.
I've got something pretty cool to show you, and it's a bloody aircon that you can use in your swag or your tent, or your car, or your canopy, or your rooftop, or whatever. You fill it with water, and it's got like a little cartridge inside. So a little evaporator, and it soaks up the water, and then a fan on one side that blows air through that evaporative sort of filter, and then out the other side. I put it on at like 9 o'clock last night. We woke up this morning at 6, it was still going. It's still got maybe a quarter of the water in it, and it only used 40% of my battery pack. So this was still at 60%. Now I've got my power pack plugged in to the back of it. I'm going to turn him on, and then I'll spin around here. You see the button on top. Hit it once, it'll turn on low speed, twice the next speed, 3 times again, and then when it's fully lit up, that's like max power, and you'll get the most airflow out of it. And then if you hold this top button for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, night light comes on, goes nice and blue. So there you go. Pretty damn cool, hey? Alrighty, so we're packing up here at the beach, and just want to show you something that really actually gives me the shit. And well, I've told you this before, but it's rubbish. It's so damn annoying, mate. If you want to come here, camp and enjoy it, just take your crap out with you. Oh, look at this. This is one of my biggest pet hates. Just because you buy a crappy camping chair doesn't give you the right to leave it here when it breaks. You know? It's not on, boys. And the lads have done a bit of a walk around for me, and they've picked up all this snot as well, which is really is pretty good. Most campsites are a lot worse than that. We've been for a bit of a scour around, and it's pretty clean. So that's good. People are looking after it, except for this garbage. Like, what's the point, mate? I don't get it. If anyone comes down here, they've got a 4B, they've got a ute, they'll have a, I don't know, a roof rack, or they'd have something to put it on and take it home. What's the point in leaving it here? No one else is going to use it. It's all busted. Anyway, we'll squash them down and I'll take them home on the roof. We'll put them in the bin, eh, lads?
Yeah.
That way the next people that come here don't have to look at those broken bits of stuff. Or they'll just end up deteriorating and turned into like sharp, rusty bits of metal that are sticking in the sand, and someone will hurt himself. So clean them up. If you can take something up like this when you come camping, it's only going to make it better for everyone else. Boom. Boom.
What are we making, Bill?
Slice! No.
What are we making?
What's it called? Pikelet.
Pikelets. So the kids love to bake and cook things on a good job there. On a rainy day, and we're just going to make some pikelets. So we've got 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, and 1 cup of SR flour. So we're going to make that now, and the kids are going to have some for ROT. Okay, 1 cup of milk, Jack. Don't spill it. And we've got 1 cup of SR flour, self-raising flour, and I don't have a sifter, so we just tip it in and do the best we can. Good job there, Chaz. It's nice and smooth there. Jacko's just grabbing out the pan, and we're going to cook them up.
We're going to put, if you've heard of it, spray stuff. The first time on Billy's birthday, we sprayed some in our mouths. It's really good. And then we're just gonna put some jam on for the finishing touch.
Finishing touch, eh?
Yep.
This is our first pikelet.
This
Who's
is
gonna
mine.
have it?
Mine. No, it's mine.
This stuff we had for Billy's birthday cake, so it's left over. We don't normally eat this, but how is it, Roo?
Good.
Yum?
So yum.
Oh, gee.
Righto, we're back in the car for another day trip, and we're going to show you a place called Brown Lake. And well, yeah, brown. And when you get there, it is brown. It's like tea tree.
Yeah.
So it's a freshwater lake, inland from Dunwich. It's an easy access, so it's bitumen most of the way, and then from memory, it's just a little bit of a dirt track at the end.
Gravel road.
Gravel road. So we'll show you that when we get there. So for us, it's probably taken us 25 minutes from Amity Point to get there. Yeah, but an easy run. And it's great if you've got paddle boards, canoes, kayaks, that sort of stuff. And it's a good little spot to swim. You can pull up, like we'll show you when we get there, and just hang out, have a bit of lunch, have a swim. Yeah, it's a good spot. Alrighty, so this is where you can pull up at Brown Lake. So the first car park you come to will be way over the other side, right? But if you follow this track around the beach here, it's pretty easy, not too hard at all. You can find these little spots all to yourself, and check this out. You can't get right down on the lake, they're sort of barricaded off, but that's a good thing, I reckon, otherwise people would destroy these spots. But you can pull up here and wander down. Ha! Check it, hey? You can see why they call it Brown Lake, eh? Doesn't stop it being awesome though. Look at the sand, it's kind of like, if you've been to Lake Mackenzie on Fraser Island, that's what the sand and the trees are like, but the water's just a totally different colour. There you go, I don't know if you can see way over there, there's tons of people at the first access because that's all two-wheel drive accessible. But the rest of it, it's really not a hard track. I love it. This is so cool.
And the sun come up with you by my side. I just wanna be your morning light.
Straddie!
We are leaving Amity Point. I'll give you the camera, dear.
Yep.
You take that. And we're going down Flinders. And we're going to take the van. How much did you end up paying per night?
I paid $34, I think. Isn't that terrible? I just booked it like an hour ago. But
Something like that.
yeah, $34 a night.
Plus you need a vehicle permit, which we've already got, which is about, I think it's $52 for a month. Or you can get a yearly one if you come over more often. There you go, mate. We're
Mate,
parked up
move.
at Flinders Beach. We didn't get the primo spot as there's a couple on the absolute beachfront ones, but look at this, eh? The only issue with these sites down here is that you don't get much sun through here, so your solar is pretty much, well, you probably only get a quarter of the output as you normally would because it's all shaded and stuff. Plus we're overcast, so we might have to do a walk around and borrow a penny after about 4 days if we run out of power, but or we'll just start the car up. What I am going to try and do is use the car as a generator off the inverter, see if we can suck like half that battery bank out using a lead, if you know what I mean. Anyway, it was just a thought. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'll show you if it works. So that's us, set up. Happy days, babe.
I know, it's beautiful down here, I love it.
Once low tide comes out, there's some like wicked lagoons down here and we can just go for a swim with the
It's
kids.
gonna be great.
How good's this? On Flinders Beach, you can just drive along and find a little lagoon on low tide. Park up here, have the fridge, cook up some lunch if you want. And it's super safe for the kids too at low tide. Oh, this is so good. Just float around. You spend hours here, eh? What do you reckon of this, babe? Oh, it's magic, eh? It's so awesome, mate. I love it. Straddie, mate. It's so good. A little bit of handy info, dear.
Yeah.
We are in between track 5 and 6, aren't we?
We are, and it's
what's that?
Yep, there's a dump point, which I'm stoked about because we
I know,
use our
because
toilet
you
flat
just
out.
got out of the car and went and emptied it and everything, didn't you?
Oh, you always have to make a joke of it. I quite often empty the toilet.
Oh my god. No, she doesn't. But anyway,
I do!
we won't get into that argument right now.
Oh my god, because you know
It's a good bit of
I'm
info.
with it.
So if you're camping on Flinders, there is a dump point and toilets between 5 and 6. So track 5 and 6, you'll see the sign as you're driving down the beach. And you can come up and empty your own toilet, because I'm sure like you, your missus probably won't do it either. So we managed to find it super easy. I'll show you on here. Keyhole Lagoon, there you go. And here's the track. So a little bit of a sandy cutting coming up. You won't see too much, but then once you get up inside here it is. Welcome to the Keyhole. You all know I get a bit excited, eh? And like to keep you in suspense. Well, I'm gonna do it again. I just stood on a sharp stick. I reckon this is sick. Look at this. If you keep going, when you come down the Keyhole's track, you'll hit the start of them where there's a couple of car parks, right? If there's people there, or even if there's not, just keep coming. Swing round here and check this out, would you? How epic is this, mate? I can't take credit for this because I didn't actually think of it myself. We met some other people over here on Straddie, and his inverter and his van stuffed out. And he goes, "It's all right, I just plugged the car in," because he had another one in his car to run his 240 volt stuff. Anyway, it got me thinking, like, I'll show you where we are. We're out here, and it's like full of all these little, I think they're banksia trees or something, or casuarinas. So you don't get much actual solar on top of your van. So after a few days of shitty weather and using everything, you get low on power, right? So anyway, come over here. Show you this in my car. It's a bit of a mess, don't worry. I've plugged the lead in, and then I've run it over to the side of our van, right? And then I've come around here, I can turn my inverter on in there, this one, and now my system here is showing 100 amps. It's pulling 100 amps. But guess what it's doing? It's charging up my van. I'll show you why, because this is sick. Anyway, come in here. Look at some lights on. This one here. Look at that, it is charging at, if I get the light right on it, 61 amps it's pumping in. And you know why I can do that? It's because up here, see this AC in current? On my inverter combi, I can dial that down. See this? Oh, hang on. Just wait a second. I hit that, there's 5 amps. I can twist that and dial it down. As I dial that down, see the amount of charge go down? So 20 amps. As I dial it up, I'll twist it up now. See the amount of amps going up? But you know why that's good? It's because it's not just going to flat out pull 15 amps like it does off a powered site. Because that would straight up crank my combi to 120 and trip the breaker on the car and the inverter and stuff. So this way, I'll let it sit here and pump in 48 amps. I'll just let it do that until the car battery's down to like 50%. And that way we're going to drive most of the day. And then this will charge back up. And then another day or so, I can do it again. There we go. Now that I've wound it down, it's pulling 79 amps out of this battery and we're at 91%. So it's a 200 amp hour battery in there. So I can't do the maths off the top of my head, but I'll come back and check it every few minutes. And when it gets to 50, oh yeah, we'll see what the van's doing. I think we're pretty good now. Just gonna make it through a couple more trees. Over here, these suckers, they're wide enough. Gotta watch that tree on the left. Pretty tight. Where are you, Beck? You good? Now we've only got this last little stretch left where we come out through the beach here and we'll be laughing. Look at that. Alright, so I just want to quickly give you a look at what the beach is like on Flinders, because everyone's been hitting us up what it actually is like to drive on with a van. So best information we can give you is hit it at low tide. So this is low tide. You can see up here, here's the access track. You might have like, I don't know, 100, 200 meters of soft sand to get through. But if you hit it on low tide, you can just punch down and then just cruise all the way to the campsite, and then you've got another little soft access cutting at the end there. But honestly, it's super easy. I've got my tires down to 20 pound on the van, 20 pound on the car. I've had no dramas, mate, just cruising along. So don't be too worried. Best to check the tides and the accesses. They always change with weather conditions. So make sure if you're super worried, ditch the van and do a recce, check this access, and sometimes the one right up the other end of Outer Rock can be a better access to get on. So there you go. There's a bit of info about Flinders Beach. And my point of view, if you want to go camping on Main Beach, take the swags. It's hectic, mate, getting up and down the access tracks. I don't think you'd get a van down there without a lot of effort and a few mates to help pull you up. So that's us, Flinders Beach. We're out of here. We're on the barge and we are heading for home. So it's been 15 nights on Straddie. I hope you got some really good info out of that. And if not, well, drop it in the comments. Let us know what you want to know and we can try and find out for you. We might have forgot a few things along the way, but honestly, I think it's probably our pick of the islands. For me, I absolutely love it. I think I touched on it in the video. I love the fact that you can just pull up on the beach, but you can also grab a coffee. Yeah, so it's good, you know, and there's bitumen on the island. Yeah. You can get over here with the two-wheel drive. You can still see a lot of the spots. And the beaches are so accessible, and it's not a massive day trip to do everything. So it's really good. If you haven't done an island before, like Fraser, Moreton, or Straddie, well, Straddie's probably a good option as your first time. If you want to do a bit of beach practice and some beach camping, you know, and just get used to island life and camping. Plus bloody good.
You can get everything on the island, like groceries. And,
you can, yeah. So it's a good starter. And it's close to Brizzy. Yeah. So anyway, Hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, please subscribe. We're going really well on this channel. Everyone's loving it. So it's good. We'll keep the videos coming. So thanks a lot. And we appreciate your feedback, your thumbs ups. And share it around with your mates. Hope to see you on the road one day.
Where are we up to next?
Don't know. I'll let you know in the next video.